Well, guys, it's finally over. Let's drink water. Well, I am talking about the new series called The Idol, starring The Weeknd. The last episode just recently dropped, and my God, you know what? I'm going to go against the grain on this one. Everybody's saying that this show's just so horrible. The Weeknd's just horrible at acting, yada yada yada. Okay, going against the grain. I actually enjoyed it. Okay, I think it was a really good HBO original show, despite the fact that the main person, Jocelyn, who is played by Lily Rose Depp, it was very provocative on that end. The amount of times that we could see her breast is mind-boggling on a TV show with only 5 episodes. Literally, I do not think there was not a scene with Lily Rose Depp in it where she wasn't exposing herself. My God. And on top of that, let's talk about The Weeknd, okay? Everybody's saying The Weeknd's acting is just horrible, it's just cringe and everything like that. You know what? I don't think it was half bad. I think he was decent. I've seen a lot worse, you know. Now there was times that he was very animated. Now that was kind of off the wall, but overall, The Weeknd's acting what was mid. Okay, it was mid. Now let's talk about the show itself. Okay, so the show Idol is about a girl named Jocelyn who's a big time pop singer, okay, who just recently lost her throne of being like very popular because she had a nervous breakdown on tour. Now, despite having her nervous breakdown, she goes on this hiatus of not writing any songs or doing any tours, anything like that. So her agency and everything like that was essentially losing hope for her because it's been roughly about like almost 2 years since she's actually made a song. Okay, let alone go on tour. And what brought this breakdown of her was because her mother recently died. Okay, now, while she's trying to figure out who she is, she stumbles upon this guy named Tedros, who's played by The Weeknd. Tedros is a we'll just cut to the chase. He's a pimp. Okay, we find that later down the road. Okay, but she meets Tedros at his club. Okay, which we find out later down the road that it was all premeditated. Okay, so she meets Tedros and they just kick it off, right? They're just enjoying each other's time and just living life, right? And the amount of sex scenes and whatnot that they have. By the way, let's talk about how Tedros is just this. I can't even explain it off just the off the wall stuff The Weeknd does and says on this show. Like for example, we have Tedros. Now, do you want me to call him Tedros or The Weeknd? I don't know, but back to it. We have Tedros out here messing around with Jocelyn in the back of a convertible. Right, he's going down on her doing sexual acts in broad daylight with the convertible down. It was so insane. I'm like, what are they doing? So back to it. I think this was really it has to be because of the director. He has some type of fetish on it. I don't know. This might be his little dark kink, right? But anyways, back to it. Let's just go over this the craziest things that they just do in this show. Another scene was Tedros and Jocelyn. at a designer store shopping, and they go into a fitting room and they just have sex with each other, and Jocelyn just stops, and Tedros wanted to keep going, and essentially what happens is Tedros just masturbates and finishes. And the fact that he was making crazy noises was was just crazy to me. All right, that's just one of the scenes. Okay, there's just so many off the wall things that happen. Oh, okay. Here's another one. We're gonna bring up another one. Okay, the scene where Jocelyn was at her house with the cult. I'm just gonna call them Tedros' cult because it really is a cult, and they're recording a song with Jocelyn's manager at the house, and Jocelyn had to hit this certain note, and she didn't know how to hit it. And so Tedros walks behind her and just starts whispering in her ear and blindfolds her and literally just assaults her. Like, I'm talking about caressing her and everything like that. While, mind you, everybody's watching this happen, and the and the manager's watching it too. And everybody's like, "What the hell is going on?" And so she it was just so erotic. It was just like, why would you put this in here? So I could see why people hate it because of that. People hated 50 Shades too. Oh well, I love 50 Shades. But anyways, back to it. So this show, I believe, is canceled. I haven't really dug much into it. I just went off the spur and made this video because I just finished watching it. I like the way how it ended, but I want more, damn it. I really want more. And I don't think they're going to make another one because it just had so many bad reviews to the point where I actually think it got canceled. Let me see. Yep, so there it is, boys. The Idol originally had 6 episodes, but it concluded with 5. And was it a bad show? It wasn't bad. It was mid, but it wasn't to the point where it needed to get canceled. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I'm kind of going on a tangent right now. The reason for it is because I just recently finished the show, and I like it, and I just wanted to say, hey, look, not everybody thinks that this show is bad. It was kind of off the wall and had some what the hell's going on here. But other than that, storyline was pretty good, okay? But yeah, we'll see you next time, guys. Later.